Hey fire signs, hey water signs, welcome in and welcome back. If you are returning back, I'm glad to have you. And if you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, hold on a minute. I'm waiting on my technology to kick in. One of my technologies says I'm live. The other one says, look, people, if you're new, you're not going to understand why I'm saying this. But I'm telling you, people that are behind the scenes, security and organization, I understand that you may have a something that you may think you're doing on this channel, but you have no rights at all to withhold my channel. This channel belongs to Shannon Hensley and no one else, okay? And you don't have a right to withhold upright, wholesome judgment that comes across this channel, and you people go out and do wickedness in the earth and go hurt and offend people and do that kind of stuff if that's your spirituality. There's just no reason for you guys to be on the other end doing some nonsense, okay? So I'm going to address it every single time. You and I have rights in the earth and freedom of speech, and you and I have you and I have responsibility to get up in here and do what's correct, not stupid stuff. Those of you who are upright, thank you for your service. But I'm tired of whoever's on the other end of my technology thinking that they can restrain some stuff. It's wrong of you. You're in error. Show me fire and water, Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. I invite your presence here, Yehovah, for you to just speak and call a thing out. You judge it, Yehovah. Bring a judgment upon it. Bring a judgment upon it. We have the tower and a judgment. Thank you, Yehovah. And things being known on the tower as well, maybe across seas. I don't know. I've had things about water come out today. There's an eyewitness to some stuff that's also going on out here for some cases, because the eyeball is the tower. There's a man. One of the words goes to a man watches. And the word can go to a lover, a companion, a neighbor, a friend, something like that is out here with this word. The word shepherd could come out here. I had a lot about spirituality come out tonight. But, if your desire and your watching of something is in error and you're in your pride, conceit, and ego, God's going to knock something down, folks. He's going to judge something out here. That stuff comes from the heaven right here. It just comes from the heaven. There's also a word out here that goes to bare skin or stripped of everything and being watched. Okay, that's stuff, somebody's doing some stupid stuff out here like that, then I guess so. Anyway, I think they used to do stuff like that when you were in war and I don't know. Anyway, Three of Pentacles, there's third parties out here. The Two of Swords is also out here. If two people are going to make some peace, then you are. But there are third parties. That's a third party card. And the Two of Swords normally is a confliction, but this is knowledge. This is the head of something. If you're new, I read a lot differently. You'll learn the cards in a different way here. This represents the head, the man, a boss, a chief of something. I just had headquarters that just came out. Okay? And an investigation that's going to have judgment on folks. And something's going to be huge on some people out here if they don't do what's right. If you don't make peace for upright purposes and, whatever. Something's going to come down here with this tower. Being at the top of something is here with the judgment is what it represents. But there's definitely some knowledge out here on some stuff. And some things are not going to be fixed unless you allow some things to come out as well. To put a fear. You bring some things out into the light to just, here it is. And let people know some things. I understand some things need to be kept secret. I get that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of things that the Most High tells us that you do stuff in front of people on purpose. That's a very dramatic thing in front of a bunch of people. And what does he say why we do that? To bring fear upon the nation, the congregation, the people, so that they don't do it again. Because if that judgment happened that hard to so and so in this situation, by God, it'll happen to me. And some things need to be brought out for people to understand. You do this will go happen to you. Type of stuff. 7 of Cups. Look at this person. 5 cups is in the person's hand. Those 5 cups got 3 cups that are going to spill over, or did. The 5 of Cups is bitterness, crying over spilt milk, because somebody either wants you to, or you did get in unity for something. People pull in on somebody. Do this, do this, do this. Type of nonsense. And there's judgment coming out here. Third parties involved in some stuff. And you got at least 2 people sitting here saying, oh, we're going to just pretend. You can't pretend, because God sees something out here. The Knight of Cups can be an officer card. Can be. It's supposed to be a fair person. Something could be around a love situation for some of you all as well. But we got a big fat consequence out here. The 7 of Cups is a big fat consequence. Somebody could be trying to do some lateral thinking out here on how to do some, collaborating with the third party in a matter. If somebody ain't going to be fair, you're still getting a tower. You're still getting a judgment from the heavens. Hope. No, this says hope. Hope against hope. If you're new, sorry about these cards, are just old. The important thing is you get the information from God. This says that somebody's had to sit here and hope through everything and push through, regardless of all the freaking psychopaths that are doing some nonsense in the earth realm. It's the most saddest card I've ever seen in my entire existence in this deck. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's gross. There is home security that is out here. Okay, that's a home security card. Somebody watching some stuff out here. Hopefully somebody's hoping to catch somebody as well. There's a positive light. It's going to take place because God's going to make sure that justice happens. Show me the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody's learning information. Well, somebody got messages out here. And there's something about a postal worker. It just came out in the fire and the air reading, and then that postal piece of mail just showed up in the water earth reading. We have a postal worker here. So something, and we got somebody reading something here. The third party's out here. Somebody's learning some information, and because of that, they're trying to collaborate, and they're either going to get a tower, or some truth's going to set somebody free, and you're going to leave troubled waters behind. However, it's going to be, you either going to be fair and make peace, or you're acting like you just some crazy out here, and you're gonna be some fool that's got to come back to some type of vomit. There's the business deal there with the Queen of Pentacles energy, and the little player and the law out here as well. Well, it's out here, some type of a situation. This is signing something or writing something down, so it's definitely something around postal mail, or somebody's trying to get the message that way through something, and 2 people are acting like I don't even know what you're talking about. But somebody has learned the information out here. Somebody has, or is going to. This is known information when the Fool shows up. And if you take whatever they writing down, or whatever this is, in the negative sense of something's trying to go down here, it's explosive on you. Because something's already went wrong, and now somebody's trying to get somebody getting in unity for some nonsense. And if somebody has to pull on you like that for wicked purposes, you better run or expose something, folks. That's the truth. Somebody's a fool out here. There's communication around you all. Show me this tower. There's your partner's involved in something. Is what that card? That's a professional card. That is your partner card. That is being rational and logical. That's somebody who is masculine in their body, and if they're not masculine in their body, they're a person who comes across real masculine. If they've got little man syndrome, I don't know, something like that's coming out. There's a danger here and a caution. There is a caution tonight. I started these readings off, and the caution card came out. This is a final verdict. It's come from the heavens. God's going to make something happen in this matter. Care who you and I are. If you and I aren't standing in the truth, we're in error, and somebody's in error for that big of a judgment to come out. Something that's been hidden here with the judgment card, because a lot of times you'll see people waking up to something being blown, the trumpets being blown, and people are waking up to something. You talk about the trumpet being blown and people coming up out of the ground on something being known, and the tower is coming down. Something's huge out here. And the axe is at the root of a situation out here being cut. That's what's coming out. So whoever the gentleman is, or that's you or your partner or whoever that person is, there's the letter right here again at the bottom of the net. Something about male is out here really big. Something about some type of male or communication is being learned and understood, and there are third parties about it. And a big fat judgment is out here. Show me fire and water. You judge it, Yehovah. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. I just had World War III come out as well. And we are dealing with that stuff. This one, these two want to poke out. We'll take them. Yehovah says that you're protected, and he shall deliver thee if you're found in him. There's the World War III. It did find my hands again. Okay, well, it's up here. And that stuff's going to go on until people do what's right. Can't win anything unless you do what's right. You can't make peace. You won't be fair. Then we got explosions out here. Even if it's just energetic explosions and people are just like causing like this World War III in this situation. It's ridiculous. People need to grow up. So somebody has been hiding in the dark, feeling ashamed. Okay, well, you just need to face it, man. Something happened on Facebook or is known on Facebook, and we got technology right there. It says an evil report was made on purpose by an evildoer who hates God. Well, you're in danger of that, man. Why would you do something like that to somebody? And no wonder you're sitting your butt down in the dark, feeling ashamed. Why? That you need to apologize to somebody. You need to say you're sorry for what that was about. You should feel ashamed. I don't have any respect for if you're just going to sit there in some stupidness. There is no deliverance for you unless you get up and do what's right. It says, take heed to what you do. This is for a judge. This judge comes out all the freaking time. Okay, judge, if you're honorable, then thank you for being honorable. But you come out all the time on this channel, so whoever you are, whatever you're doing, God has your number. He says to you, take heed to what you do. For you judge, the judgment card, you judge not for man. I don't care who's your friend. I don't care who tries to pay you off with a bribe or even tempt you. I don't care who it is. Neither does God. He said, I'm no respecter of person. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. You don't favor the poor or the rich. Who's right in a situation? Take heed to what you do, for you judge not for man, but for Yehovah, God Almighty, who is with you in the judgment. Wherefore now let the fear of God be upon you, and take heed and do it. For there is no iniquity with Yehovah our Elohim, nor respecter persons, nor taking of gifts or bribes. That stuff curses you. If you're being tempted out here, folks, here comes the stupid fool, because the fool is considered to be like the dog that will vomit something up and have to come up and eat the vomit again, is what God calls them. A fool is also considered to be a pig. You can wash a pig all day long, but it's got to go back in the freaking slop. And somebody just a second ago in the water in the earth reading was coming back around, and somebody's being played out here. So if you like to be played by this idiot, you doing something out here, and you're caught in this loopity loop with this fool, because that's you're caught up in whatever you did with them. I don't know. It's time to put a right judgment on something and come out of the ordeal. Whatever that's about, there's consequences. Somebody definitely wants somebody to get into unity. And most I say, you better not take this bribe. Look, powerful ruler is out here. Well, it is out here. It is out here. Snake is in the grass. You want to be bit by the snake? It's danger on you. A hospital situation. This can have a meaning of surgery. A walled place for protection. Jehovah is going to trample the enemy today. And they're going to be embarrassed. They're going to be ashamed and embarrassed. Somebody is already ashamed for what they did. They made a false report on purpose. They didn't even give a rip. They're a snake in the grass. They're just doing some crap out here on purpose. FEMA is coming out here. Okay, well, you could, I mean, I go back to like FBI stuff and the eighth house and stuff like that. If something did happen with a calamity somewhere and something's going on, then something like that's out here, wherever it's coming out. You got two that came up. The letter P and the VW, and the pictograph looks like the P. Okay? This goes back to like a gambling energy or a winning from something. It's also diplomacy. It's a protection rune. It's somebody who can get up in here and have the ability to bring some type of a protection to a situation. Okay, we have a wall place for protection, or somebody needs to go behind bars and do whatever, you know. The most I said that they would go to jail. Whoever I'm talking to, we have a judge out here. Somebody needs to go to prison. The most I said they will go to jail. So you do know that you need to put a judgment on somebody who needs to go to freaking jail. This is a work rune, and this somebody who's hit rock freaking bottom. And unfortunately, for some people, it's because some idiot got up in here and did some stupid, nasty thing to a person in the earth realm. Wow, aren't you special? And this is hitting rock bottom and having a rebound. This is something being exposed out here as well in a really big way. So whatever it is for you, it's also a protection rune. But do what you got to do, man. God will come in and override any person in this. He's sovereign. Let us not forget the sovereignty of God Almighty. So people sitting up in their highfalutin big places and don't want to listen or take heed and understand that God's the one that plants people where they are, and he uproots them. And you just go ahead and do whatever and understand that there's some type of danger out here. If you don't do the upright thing, God will override you, and then he'll bring some big time destruction on people, because obviously you want to be profane, I guess. You do whatever you want. God's trying to get your attention. But anyway, the AJR is out here, and the W, the V, and the P is out here twice. P connections. Good luck to you.